What is it, my gente? What's coming through once again? The apology came through, man. Now the question is this: do you believe that was a genuine apology or not? We're gonna talk about that. But before we continue with this video, do not forget to hit that like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you nothing, and we almost there to the goal, man. 7 days to hit 6K, and I think we almost there, Ryan. We almost there. Thank you very much for the support, and I do appreciate everybody and the opportunity you guys gave me. So let's get to this video, right? So as many of you guys know, man, as many of you guys know, you've seen that live in where somebody made a comment about 16 to life who already responded to the situation, man. And basically somebody just told Dubs, hey man, 16 live drop a video on you. Dubs said he was gonna look at the video, but for some reason decide not to look at it and decide to jump the gun and be, hey man, if you did this, you're this, man. You know? That's it. And then after that, it says something about other stuff that you can see on other videos, man. And that was it, right? Eventually, 16 to Live did drop a video about Dubs, which it was not disrespectful in no kind of way, you know. He was giving his opinion. He was not attacking. But the response he got for that video, it was out of line, right? Now, the good thing is that Dubs did call 16 to Live to apologize, you know, for what he had said, right? Now, he should have left it like that. He should have left it like that instead of making a video about it and then coming out like the apology was not genuine. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you apologize, you take full responsibility. You don't throw excuses. You know? We're talking about they're drinking alcohol. So somehow, some way, they forgot. I mean, he forgot what he had said, right? And according to him, his apology was basically this, man. And man, I apologize for whatever I said yesterday. I don't remember, but I felt like you felt disrespected, so I apologize for that. Meaning he's not taking full responsibility of that apology. Well, at least that's what he said on his life, that he apologized. He didn't know. He didn't remember what he said that night before, but he felt like 16 to Life felt disrespected, and he didn't. He just doesn't remember, but he apologized. So to black out when you're drinking, man, come on. You're not gonna black out. They were faded, but they're not like out of control drunk, man. You know, let's just be 100% with this. And one thing, even though you don't remember, there's gonna be clips out there, so you can remember. There's gonna be clips, you know, and I believe that is not taking responsibility for the actions. Now we're gonna talk about accountability, which honestly, man, that situation did surprise me from Dubs, man, because I expect more from Dubs because I know what he knows, right? I know that he knows things that not a lot of people know, and meaning because he went to board, he had to go to certain classes, he had to understand certain things, and I know he got that, but that was disappointed. Now, talking about accountability, you know, when it comes to this stuff, because this is not the first time that this happens when people drink. And I'm talking, when I say people, those two guys drink on a live, which is cool, you know, being right there with you. I mean, would be your viewers, your followers, chilling, bumping music, drinking some chelas, enjoying the time, homie, and having a good time. I do understand that. I do understand that. Do I think it's healthy to do it every day? No, you know. I mean, you can drink a beer here and there, but when you do it every day, that's a habit now. You know, that's a habit, which I don't know if they have a habit, nor I care. And I'm not saying that they do, right? But it's just something that I noticed. Now, what I'm going with this is basically like this. How many times have this individual's got in trouble or said something out of line because they're too tipsy, because they're not drunk, but they're buzzing, and they get loose with what they say. How many times have they got in a bad situation? More than 3-4 times, right? And I'm just lowballing it, but more than those times, right? And where possibly the following day they had to make a video apologizing for what they did. Now here I go with accountability. When you apologize for something that you're doing and your apology is genuine, you're gonna do something to change that, to make sure you don't do that no more, right? Because going out there in life and doing whatever you want and doing a wrong every time, and whenever somebody say, "Hey man, what's going on?" You apologize, "Hey, my apologies," and you keep on pushing without addressing that. I feel like that apology is a meaningless apology, because you still continuing with your old ways. You're not doing something to address that issue. So it's just my opinion. So by people like this not addressing, what makes me get in these situations, I can say it, is the liquor. 100%. I can say it. Now, at the end of the day, a man is a man and is going to do whatever they're going to do. 100%. You know what I mean? But this is me looking at it from the outside. And it's, again, creative criticism. And one thing is, like, at one point we have to be embarrassed about being apologetic after so many times and still doing the same thing over and over again. Still getting the same result. Acting or disrespecting somebody in a life. When you're trying to portray that you trying to give a certain view of a channel to a certain type of people that are gonna get that information and use it to to get positive knowledge in life, right? But when you giving this content supposedly for positive knowledge, but on the other hand you're doing the opposite on a life, I see contradictions in a way, right? And when I say the opposite on the life, it's not because people are drinking, but I'm saying because when people drink, they act different. They act out of character, or they act within character. Who knows? Only the person who's drinking. And that comes out as that character. It comes out when people are drinking. It's not good. It's not bueno. And I think I understand that drinking goes with the stuff, but maybe don't drink that much. If people can't handle alcohol like that, maybe if you don't want to take alcohol off your life, maybe do not drink that much. And possibly this can make a big change in your life. This can make a big change with coming across situations, and actually when you come across those situations, like you said in a video that on the video with when you're saying you apologize to 16 to Live, when you said that you come across situations and then later on you ponder about it in your cell and stuff like that, it shouldn't go to that stop. You should ponder about it right there and then, like, step back a little bit, process. Is it a good idea or is it a bad idea? What's going on right here? Don't ponder it after the fact, because you're trying to avoid that. You know what I mean? That's the thing about it. But that's just my simple opinion. Hopefully, people don't act or feel disrespected for my opinion. But that's how I feel people felt. The individual didn't do nothing wrong. Yes, you picked up the phone, you call, but when you met a life or the life, the explanation of the apology was not sincere in a way that didn't come out how you wanted it to come out. It didn't, you know. Maybe what I would have done is like, you know what, I already apologized with old boy. I was on the wrong 100%. And what we had to say behind the phone, it is, thank God we are good now. That's it, you know. Instead of throwing explanation after explanation, maybe sometimes feeling that there was an excuse here and there. And maybe that's just my opinion, man. Possibly I might be wrong, but that's what I just think. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Saludos. Take care. And we almost at the 6K goal, man, which I do highly appreciate the support of everybody. Let's do this, man. Let's do this, man. Saludos.